सिंधुभ्यः भक्तिदानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। So, dear devotees and friends, so we'll be reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15, text number 25. The topic is instructions for civilized human beings, how they should be living. We call advanced. Advanced means how much civilized or culture we are, and not by material education, but culture happens from if we follow the Vedic culture. If we are following the Vedic culture, which is from time immemorial, what Krishna wants us, if we follow that, that is the proper. And this is about modes of the material nature, that how one mode competes with another one, and how we could come back to the level of not only Sattva but beyond Sattva into Vasudev Sattva or Vishuddha Sattva. So the verse says, Rajastamascha Satvena Sattvam Chopashamena Cha Etat Sarvam Guru Bhaktya Purusho Hi Anjasa Jayet. Anjasa means easily one can conquer. So the translation purported by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, one must conquer the modes of passion and ignorance by developing the mode of goodness. And then one must become detached from the mode of goodness by promoting oneself to the platform of Shuddha Sattva. All this can be automatically done if one engages in the service of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. In this way, one can conquer the influence of the modes of nature. So it's a very nice verse, because we are here and suffering, and modes are acting on us because this is what we desire. So how we could go from lower mode? Everybody jayate means this, all the human being, they are born in darkness, they are born in ignorance, tamogun. So we have to rise from tamogun to rajogun, rajo to satogun, and then from satogun to shuddha satogun, and shuddha satogun, automatically it will happen. One will do it just by taking the Krishna consciousness, taking the process of devotional service. So if one stroke, if you take Krishna consciousness, automatically you raise up from lower modes to the higher modes to the Shuddha Sattva and transcendently situated. So it's Lord's mercy upon us that just taking such a quick step, such a easily going a step, that we can cross beyond this material world and could go to our real home, God, back to Godhead, because this is not our real home. This is temporary place filled with suffering, but we have to go beyond that to not just heavenly planet or Brahma Jyoti, or we have to go to Vaikuntha, and beyond Vaikuntha is Super Vaikuntha, or topmost Vaikuntha, that is the Golok Vrindavan. We should go there, and that practice has to be done here. If we completely use our body for service of the Lord, then naturally if we use it, then we become transcendently situated. We are already in the spiritual world. So the text is so purport. Just by treating the root cause of an ailment, one can conquer all bodily pains and suffering. Similarly, if one is devoted and faithful to the spiritual master, he can conquer the influence of the Sattvagun, Rajogun, and Tamagun very easily. So here it is importance of the spiritual master's service, because he is the very representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is sitting as Paramatma, but he is also in the spiritual kingdom in the Diti form. So he is there, but he would not come. The Paramatma would not come. He may say, okay, you do this, and we may ignore. But if his spiritual master is there with the stick in his hand, then he can direct the disciple. No, you do this way. This is the right way. So one is Chaitya Guru, and one is external manifestation of the Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru is Paramatma, an external manifestation of the spiritual master. And that could be, I'm not saying it has to be a Diksha Guru. Siksha Guru could also help in that regard. So we have to listen to the higher authority. Yogis and Gyanis practice in many ways to conquer the senses, but the Bhakta immediately attains the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the mercy of the spiritual master. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. If the spiritual master is favorably inclined, one naturally receives the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one immediately becomes transcendental, conquering all the influences of Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun within this material world. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. So, Gunan Saptityaitan. So, this is from Bhagavad Gita 14:26, and we will discuss on that particular verse. Brahma Bhoyaya Kalpate, Mam Chayo Avyabhicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate, Sagunan Samtityaitan Brahma Bhoyaya Kalpate. If one is a pure devotee acting under the directions of the Guru, one easily gets the mercy of the Supreme Lord and thus becomes immediately situated on the transcendental platform. This is explained in the next verse. So this next verse is practically similar. So we would not go, but we will go for this Bhagavad Gita verse 14:26. So if you could open up that 14:26, we can read together and know so many points. So Bhagavad Gita as it is, text number 26, chapter 14:26. So unto me, Krishna is saying, yeah, this is the verse. Avyabhicharana, without fail, without any, it's not, he does it, he has to do it. Bhakti Yoga, by devotional service, renders the service to Krishna, Sevate. Gunan means we are concerned with the mode of goodness. Mode of goodness affects us. Whatever mode we are, we take that body, we take that, the food is like that, our all the vyavahar, our all relationship is in that way. So everything happens by modes of the material nature. So material nature, according to our desires, it is imparted to us, and then they change one up, and there is always a competition. Like Ravan had mode of like sometimes this five head would say one thing, five head would say another thing. So, but both are like competing with each other. But then ultimately, the demonic modes, like lower modes, they get are overpowered because Satoguna is simple, he easily accepts, and by our association, that is also how we get the modes. The food, the association, the area we live, whether it is a city or whether it is in a like a village atmosphere, or what kind of job we are doing. So many things. This is described in the chapter quite elaborately. And so these are the last verses, 26 and 27 of the these three modes of material nature. So one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. This verse is a reply to Arjun's third question: what is the means of attaining to the transcendental position? How we can attain the transcendental position? Transcendental means beyond this material world, not under Maya. Transcendental means Divya, Para Prakriti. So we are in Apara Prakriti. Apara means lower, and Para Prakriti is a higher nature. So higher nature, so how we could get that higher nature? We are in a lower nature, lower modes of material nature. As explained before, the material world is acting under the spell of modes of material nature. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimuratma kartahamiti manyate. We think that I am the doer, but modes are acting. But modes are acting, you may say that, oh, modes are doing, so what is my responsibility? No, because you have desires and you created the modes. So it is your responsibility. So we should never desire something which is against Krishna consciousness. Our all the desires, all the activity, it will automatically happen if our desire is pure. Yashasti bhakti bhagavata kinchina sarvair gunair tatra samay satasura. Guna means the modes. So all the good qualities, you are in the Shuddha Sattva. If we are really acting for like Yashasti bhakti, bhagavad akinchana bhakti. So akinchana gochara, akinchana, bereft of any attachment or bereft of any material things, good position, means it's not ready, but it has, everything has to be used for Krishna service. Minute you use for our senses, then it is not akinchana. Mam akinchana gochara. This Kunti Devi is also just saying that Mam akinchana gochara, only by akinchana, means without any attachment to any of the material things, then only, yeah, this is Yashasti, that is a very, very nice verse. So only by akinchana, we have to become akinchana. And that is in many, many verses that akinchana word is there. Even the teachings to this Prachetas, Narad Muni is telling me that you have to become not attached to anything, not relate to anything, anything material. Everything is related to Krishna and everything in our position should be used for Krishna. Even for few moments also, just with one moment we could become a devotee, one moment of bad association you could be transferred into lower modes, and so you could go away from there. And so all the desires has to be to Krishna, that let me just please Krishna, let me have relation with Krishna. Anytime we have a material relation with no Krishna in the center, then that will degrade us. And it has to be, our Krishna should love, should also be according to, like say, we may think intellectually, mentally, intellectually that I'm serving, but it has to be from the heart. Like say mother and child. So child, how to attract mother's attention? Child knows, and mother also knows that he's my child. If he cries in such and such way, I will pick him up right away. If he cries in a different way, then he's making up. So Krishna is boss of everything. He understands. Are we crying for Krishna, or are we just making a show? And making a show means he does not pay attention, like mother would not pay attention. When he cries sincerely from the heart, then mother says. Otherwise, he is maybe doing some tantrum, maybe just trying to get the attraction of the mother, or wasting her time. But mother knows. Same thing, our Supreme Father, he understands that whether our cry, whether our chanting, whether our service, whether our mode of serving him or loving him is sincere or not. Is it just for getting something out of Krishna, when some benediction or something, so I could enjoy materially? Then we are again trying to get back into the material world and trying to be in the material world. So one should not be disturbed by the activities of the modes of nature. One, instead putting his consciousness into such activity, he may transfer the consciousness to Krishna consciousness. Anywhere there is material thing, put Krishna in the center. Wherever it is, whatever you are doing, you don't have to give up anything. But if Krishna in the center, then he will see that everything becomes okay. Everything is in Krishna service. Krishna as activity are known as Bhakti Yoga. Always acting for Krishna. Always, that is the important word. This includes not only Krishna, but his different plenary expansions, such as Ram, Narayan, because they are, Krishna comes in that other form. His innumerable expansions. One who is engaged in the service of any of the forms of Krishna are his plenary expansion. Plenary expansion means expansion of the expansion. Just like Balramji is an expansion, but from him, if this Vishnu Tattva, they are coming, then that is also expansion of the expansion. So any form of Krishna is completely transcendental, blissful, full of knowledge. Satchidananda Vigra. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigra, Anadhira Adhir Govinda, Sarva Karna Karna. Such personalities of Godhead are omnipotent and omniscient, and they possess all transcendental qualities. So unfailing determination, when his plenary expansion with unfailing determination, if we have that unfailing, means without deviating, without any, it is there, without fail. That's so that has to be there. Avyavicharana means avyavicharana means it's not at one time like vyavicharani. His attention on this man would give me pleasure, this man would give me pleasure. But avyavicharana means without failing that you have penetrated attention. You have just only in Krishna or his expansion. That's so unfailing determination. So these modes of material nature are very difficult to overcome. One can overcome them easily. This is explained that one who surrenders unto Krishna at once surmounts the influence of the modes of material nature. So I will skip some of the parts. So the living entity in this spiritual position is as good as gold, as good as Krishna in quality. So he gets all the quality, like I said, Yashasti Bhakti Bhagavad Akinchana, and that if we have then all the good qualities. But if we are running on the our like mind, so we should not be going behind the mind. Oh my, मेरा मन ऐसा करता है, I should do this. No, मन नहीं. You listen to your heart. Heart means through Krishna, not my mind. We should beat the mind 100 whips in the morning, 100 whips in the evening, and in between also. So Bhakti Yoga means that the Lord is there, the devotion is there, devotee is there, and the activity of exchange of love between the Lord and the devotee is there. So Lord has created us for exchange of love, and we should provide him that. Otherwise, we are Vyavicharis. Means Krishna has created us that we love him. We serve him. Love means service, prem, bhakti, seva, all these things unless, and that is unconditional love, not for exchange, not like business. Like Prahlad Maharaj. I am not a businessman. I don't want any of the wounds. And there are many devotees in that way that you could go. I don't want to go more in detail, but love means unconditional love without any. So therefore, the individuality of the two person is present at the in the supreme personality of Godhead and the individual person. The two are there, devotee and the Krishna, and then in between to attend them is the devotional service. Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojan. So Bhakti Yoga means that is the process to attain to Krishna. If one is not situated in the same transcendental position with the Lord, one cannot serve the Supreme Lord. To be a personal assistant to a king means he also gets all the benefits like that. So the Vedic literature, Brahmaiva Sana Brahmapi Iti. This is also from Bhagavad Gita, that Ahuti is Brahma, the person is Brahma, because we are a part of Brahma. But it has to be done with the same mentality, means through the heart, not through the mind. One, because mind changes every time. Like in the night time we sleep, then it is the mind is acting, and we think, oh, somebody's dacoits are coming, attacking me, or killing me. But when we wake up, everything is negative. There is nothing was there. Same thing in the daytime. What we think, I will become such and such a rich man, or I will make such and such big, like my position, everything very big, very nice. I will enjoy in this way. That is all like a dream. That is all like a person who is dreaming, one who is a person who found got some donation of Sattu. Then he thought that I will sell this and I will get goats and goats to a cow and such way I will marry, and so many things that we also make. That is also daydreaming. And reality is Krishna is about dreaming about Krishna, thinking about Krishna, and serving him. So one can attain the Supreme Brahman by becoming a Brahman. One must qualitatively be Brahman. Qualitatively means we should also be situated in Satchidananda. Krishna is Satchidananda, eternality, knowledge and bliss, and we are also that way, but in a very minute way. So we should serve with our minute capacity to serve the Supreme Lord, and then we will develop more and more qualities. Or we will become not one means it does not that Mayavadi is one that we merge with the Krishna. We remain, but in service. That it is in service that we are united with Krishna. One does not lose his eternal Brahman identity as an individual soul. That is that we, Mayavadis think that we lose our identity. We become Brahma, but not. We become Brahma's eternal servant. And so I will tell you some stories about it, how Akinchana Gochara and how Kunti Devi is praying in that way and in many, many ways. And so I will, like how Kunti Devi's words are the property of the impoverished. Namo Kinchana Vittaya, this is 1:827 verse. If you want to open up, my obeisances are unto you. Namo Akinchana Vittaya. Akinchana means there is nothing mine, it's all yours. We don't think that this is, I'm possessing this wonderful beauty or knowledge or position. So that is, so this is Canto 1, chapter 8, 27 verse number. So Atma Ramasya Shantaya Kaivalya Pataye Namah. My obeisances unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. Materially impoverished. Yeah, this is the verse. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. We are in three modes of nature, and Krishna has nothing to do with these modes. And we have to also come to the same level without any modes. And like this verse today that we are reading, that we could get all these things, we could go beyond all these modes by service to Krishna, and then through Krishna, service to this Supreme Personality of Godhead. We may not be able to serve Krishna directly, but through the spiritual master we can serve. And in that way, so this is all arrangement of the Krishna, or easiness he made that let the spiritual master be satisfied and I will be satisfied with that. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists. So this is Kunti Devi is praying that you don't need our assistance. You are completely Atma Rama Shimuna. You are Atma Ram. But still, if we serve them, we serve Krishna, then he is looking for our love, our devotion, and he pays attention fully. As much as we give to Krishna, he gives many, many times more. He comes to us, he's looking for us, he's waiting for us. His all the wealth in the spiritual kingdom is waiting for us. So he is. So just a few words in the beginning of this. A living being is finished as soon as there is nothing to possess. Therefore, a living being cannot be in the real sense of the term a renouncer, because everything belongs to Krishna. A living being renounces something for gaining something more valuable. Like a student sacrifices his childish proclivity to gain better education. A servant gives up his job for a better job. When I came to America, 1 year I did my rotating internship. Then I joined a job. Then somebody in a church house, like hospital run by the church. Then somebody private hospital was paying me more. So I changed that even after just 2 months. So conclusion is that in material world, we have always think that where is my better position, where I get more money, where I get more sense enjoyment, where I get more prestige, power. So, but see how Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, how they renounced everything, are gaining. So real gold or real is Krishna consciousness. They knew the higher principle, because this mortal things is going to get ended. That cannot give you lasting pleasure. Even while it is there, you will be suffering. So there is another verse of 24 number verse of the same chapter 1841. That is the text. So we have to tie, like cutting off all the ties. O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of form of universe, please therefore sever my ties of affection, are my kinsmen. And that is 41. Text number 41. Are my kinsmen, the Pandavas and the Vaishnavas. Although they are devotees, but because Kunti Devi thinks that they are my relatives, they are my sons, they are my brothers' sons, Vrishnivanshis, Yaduvanshis. So that's why she's asking that that verse Atha Vishwesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte Swakeshu me Sneha Pasham Imam Chindhi Dhradam Pandushu Vrishnishu. So Pandu and Vrishnis, they are my relatives, and I don't want to be called by mother, means like, so in relation to that, because I'm serving them because of my relationship. But if they are devotees, so devotees should be served. But Kunti Devi is afraid that because there is a family relation, so better I don't have a tie as a family person. I don't have that I am the mother of this. So I will become proudy. I may not be able to serve Krishna attentively. So she wants to cut off this ties of affection. That is what happens. That, oh, affection, let me just, that is also Krishna's service. Let me have serve my children, serve my family, society, and that is service to Krishna. That is not service. Direct service to Krishna. Krishna wants direct service, direct bhakti, not that through some agency. Yes, Guru is appointed by Krishna, but our children, our family, our wife, our husband is not appointed by Krishna. It's just by our somehow our karma we get together and then we separate. But then we put that is the all in all or end of all, like that is what I have to do is to take care of the family very nicely and become attached and think of them at the time of death. And then I come in that family or male becomes female, female becomes male. And in that way uh, we just get entangled. And if not human form, then we give them our society or attachment becomes to in the bee family or ant family or animal family. It is the same thing that we have been doing. And rotating from higher level, like we have a ferry wheel, it goes up and down. So we are sometime up, sometime down, and just rotating through that wheel, sansar wheel. So sansar wheel, sansar chakra, that we have been here for a long time. And unless we take this instruction from Krishna, what he wants us to do, he is our Supreme Father, and he knows what is best for us. So through the pages of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, he is giving us instruction. What is our duty and what should be done and what should not be done. So Vairagya Vidya, Anija Bhakti Yoga, Shikshartham Ekah Purusha Purana, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sharira Dhari, Krapam Budhir, Yastamaham Prapadde. So this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is also been given. And so Dinahina, Krishna is property of Dinahina, one who also in surrendering six processes, Anukulena Krishnanu, Silanam Bhakti Uttama. But there is also this that yes, we should be that Akinchana, that not exactly the same word, but it is there that we should feel that we have bereft of all possession. We should be very humble, and then only in that position, because we cannot remain humble if we have a big position, big wealth, or big beauty, big position, big house, nice beauty. So everything is, so they are all material. They come because we have done some kind of piety, and you get those things. You say, "Oh, I'm getting all this." Then use it for Krishna. Don't think that it is mine and I should use it. So that should be. So I see here, let me take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who teaches real knowledge, his devotional service, and detachment from whatever does not foster Krishna consciousness. So anything that is Anukulena Krishnanam, so it should be he has descended because he is an ocean of transcendental mercy. So he is Rasa and also he is the Karuna. So Rasa and Karuna, he wants to enjoy the relationship, but also his mercy is there, the Karuna is there. He is Karuna and his Ras, enjoying the Ras. But in Karuna, that enjoying the Ras is there. He is very merciful to the devotees. Then devotee surrenders to him and he relishes the Ras that is filled, that is transferred during our service to Sri Lord, Sri Krishna. So that desire should be there and we should serve him in that way. I don't know whether there is some time, but I was thinking of telling that how people like even this Kaka Baka, there is another devotee, Swapach. Swapach Valmiki. You have heard about Valmiki, but I'm going to tell you about another Valmiki. Swapach means one who eats remnants of others, like chuti pattal को वो खाते हैं. That is, and how Madalsa is also preaching. Madalsa, Vishwavasu's Gandhararaj, his daughter, and he was married to Ritudhaj, that is Kulayashwa. And she is teaching Sangha Sarvatmana Tyajya, Asakti, attachment, it should be given up. We should give up automatically. Then you should, if you cannot give up, at least have some attachment to devotees of Krishna. Because that is the real material out, that is the medicine. And if we cannot give up all our desires, then we should desire that, okay, let me be free from desires. So we should become free from mumuksha. Mumuksha means whatever is desire in the mind, that should be given up. So mumuksha ko prati kamna karna chahiye. And that is the medicine. So in this way, how this Namdev and they gave up all this. And I wanted to tell you the story, Swapach story, that is, let's see. Maharshi Valmiki and Swapach Bhakta Valmiki. So he was a very wonderful devotee and of the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is given in Mahabharata. His story is from Mahabharata. What happened, like this Mahabharata Yajna was done, so this, yeah, and then there was a Yajna was done, and then Yajna, then so many people, thousands and thousands of people came. King Yudhishthira respected everyone, and then he fed them very, very nicely. And then that whether it was performed nice way or not, then Krishna established a conch shell. That if the conch shell starts blowing by itself, that means you're successful. So when it all happened, but Shankar did not blow up at all, then everybody then they were worried, what has happened, what mistake we have done. They talked, but nobody could find out. So then Krishna said that unless if there is even one devotee who is rasik, who does not have any pride of his knowledge or wealth or anything, if that person, if he is not invited or he is not there, so feed that kind of person. So wherever he may be, whether it is in this planet or another planet, he has to be pure devotee of the Lord. So then they asked, nobody heard about it. Then Krishna said that there is a Swapach Valmiki, he lives, you go him and don't just send some servant, but you should go as a king yourself. So Arjuna and Bhim, they went there to invite him. They paid him respect and they circumambulated his house and him and so paid him Dandavat Pranam to him, and they invited him that you please come. He said, how I could go to the king's house? I come there every day just to take your pattals and I eat that remnants of the devotee. That is my job, and for my generations I'm doing this. But he says, no, you come and you eat. So they put Draupadi to cook, and she cooked so many things because she's especially trained, just like Radharani. So she was also trained, her blessing of Durvasa, that whatever you will cook would become like a nectar. So she could hundreds of preparation, and they have so much eat. So when he started eating, the conch blew, but again it stopped. They say, why it is not blowing? What happened? What happened? Draupadi's mind, because this Swapach mixed everything, like there are 100 preparation, and then he mixed everything, and then he started eating that. He said that he does not have a taste. I put so much my time in preparation, and still he's mixing up. So he's not testing each thing separately, which is better, which is not better. So what he said, that my reason of this mixing everything, that you have already offered to Krishna. And offered to Krishna, Krishna already ate that. So, but if I eat with a different mentality, that this is better, this is this. So in prasad, you cannot differentiate that this is this prasad, this is this prasad. This is ruchikar, this is aruchikar, this is not tasty. So that is, so we don't have a prasad buddhi. We have that substance buddhi, that it is more nicer, more sweeter, more tasty. So then we have substance buddhi, not the prasad buddhi. He said that I'm just eating prasad, not separate vyanjan, not separate ingredients. So then And then Draupadi said that that was my mistake. Then she begged pardon. And then the conch shell start like blowing again with full speed. So that's why it is said that संतों में जाति बुद्धि नहीं होना चाहिए. अर्चावतार रोपादना नाम वैष्णवोत्पत्ति चिंतनम. From where the Vaishnava has come, whether he is Swapachar, what he is, or Chandal or whatever is. In Archana, it is made up. It is a big, nice marble Diti. Diti is Diti. One should not be thinking that. The Guru, you should not think that what caste or what is his education, what is his wealth. You should not be thinking that. So, what Dhatu it is? Is it a gold Krishna? And it is a marble Krishna. Gold Krishna is the same as marble Krishna. So this is all one and the same thing. These are Mahapap. What is Mahapap? Three things. Sri Vigrah ki Utpatti ko Upadan, what is made of? Gold, silver, Dhatu, Pasan. How the Vaishnavas are, where Vaishnava is born. And that also we should not be thinking that. And Vaishnava Chintan. And so Matrayoni Parikshamcha, from where he is coming. So what kind of Vaishnava he is. That is also, we should not be thinking. Vaishnava is Vaishnava. It's not Shudra Vaishnava or Brahman Vaishnava. Vaishnava is beyond all this. So these three are Mahapap. So Jati Pati Puche nahi koi. This is even Jo Hari ko bhaje, so Hari ka. So anyway, this is just a little story that Krishna does not see all such things. He just sees that one who we are devoted to the to a devotee, devoted to a devotee of Krishna, pure devotee, and serve him. Then automatically by serving this, we could rise above, beyond these modes, of lower modes to the higher modes, and almost to become a devotee who is beyond these modes. Avyavicharana, mamchayo avyavicharana, bhakti yogena sevate, sagunan santittetan, brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So thank you very much. These are the instructions to the civilized human beings. Civilized does not mean materially civilized, like we say civilized, cultured America, but there is no culture practically. And India is degraded because it is poor, or it was poor. So that's why they say it is not cultured, uncultured people. So everybody was trying, Britishers and Muslims, to remove its culture. But because still the devotees, the Ganges river and deities and worship was there, holy name, that's why they could not conquer India and remove its culture. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments? Because I have another class on phone only. So anybody who likes to join, then one can join. And the telephone number I can give you. It's not Zoom call. It's a telephone call. And I wanted to even between. So that is the telephone number there would be 515-606 5320, and the code is the telephone code they will ask. That would be 951-546 and pound sign. So whoever would like to join in another few minutes, 7:20 to 8:20, and we will discuss different, like it would be fourth canto that you have gone through. Thank you, Hare Krishna. If anyone has any question.
Thank you, Gurmaj, for a really wonderful class.
Okay.
Sorry we were a little late.
Okay. So you could join this one that you have joined before. You must have that number that I give right now. That was a teleconference, not the Zoom. 515-606-5320.
Okay, and then the 9515
Yeah, 951-546 and pound sign.
Okay, 951-546 pound sign.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Gurmaj. And yeah, we will join you for your other class. We don't want to make you late.
Yeah, 7:20. Still there is some time. Okay.
Okay, Gurmaj.
So you have any question? or anyone else?
Just how may we serve you? This is the way to go to Shuddhasattva, serve our spiritual masters. So how may we best serve you today?
You have Shuddhaji Prabhu call me or connect with him. I have to discuss with him. Shuddhaji is there. So please. Okay. So you don't record all these things, okay? These personal talks
It might
should not be a part of our